And just before we go to Coroner, overseas visitors will pay more to enjoy a Kiwi holiday if Labor's elected come the 23rd of September.
The party's confirmed it'll introduce a tourist tax to help pay for tourism and conservation projects around the country. Here's political reporter Katie Bradford with the details.
Tourists braving Rotorua in the pouring rain today to see some of our most spectacular sights. But now Labor wants to charge them slightly more.
The burden has to be taken by some of those visitors as opposed to local communities to make sure that we offer them the infrastructure and look after some of our wildlife and forests to make sure we can do that.
Labor's tourist tax would sting all overseas visitors $25. The preferred option is for it to be included in airline tickets.
We've spoken to Air New Zealand about that. I think there are some issues that we're going to have to work through with officials and them.
Well, it would require setting up a separate system to the one we've got at the moment.
Labor hopes the levy would gain $75 million. It'd be ring-fenced for tourism and conservation projects. Places like Queenstown and Rotorua have been asking for the tax. Rotorua Mayor and former Labor MP Steve Chadwick says she already has a number of plans in mind.
Environmental projects in particular, and also for us the sustainability of our fabulous Waka forest.
But National and others aren't so keen.
There's no need for an additional tax.
They're already paying their way. They're already getting very heavily taxed, mainly through GST.
So a new tax from Labor, but the party's at pains to point out it isn't a tax on Kiwis. Interestingly though, unlike almost every other policy announcement since Jacinda Ardern became leader, she wasn't the one making it today.
She's busy. She didn't announce a skywalk, so I think I've been planning to make this announcement for some time.
Both the National and Labor leaders attended Colin Meade's funeral today, but still had some time for a quick campaign stop. Katie Bradford, One News.
And political editor Corin Dan is with us now. Corin, another tax from Labor. How vulnerable does this leave them?
Well, I'm not sure they're going to be vulnerable on the specifics of this tax. It's on tourists. It doesn't affect Kiwis. I think it will have broad support, roughly. The issue is it's another tax along with the water tax, with the petrol tax and the possible capital gains tax. So it gives National ammunition to keep whacking Labor over the head. Labor's not going to sit still. They have a major policy coming tomorrow in terms of their student tertiary education policy. It's a big deal for them. They will look to try and capture the agenda tomorrow.